Did you miss out on ApeCoin? I think you should check this out. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the channel. This is another sponsored edition of our Gem Hunter series. Yes, this is sponsored content, just so you guys know. And we're talking about Castello Coin. What is unique about Castello Coin? Well, first off, let me go ahead and share a recent tweet of theirs over in Venice. This is the landing of the Castello Cube. Now, if you see for scale those bricks that are just beneath the Castello Cube, yes, that is the scale of this piece of art, and it does have pure gold composition for this cube. Like, it's not to the core, as I understand it, pure gold. It's not a giant pure gold cube, but it does have a heavy composition of yellow gold. So it's recognizable. It's got its own unique artistic merit and quality, and it's a first of its kind. You always see people talking about tokenized gold, or see people talk about fractionalized ownership of different commodities within the cryptocurrency ecosystem, but they've never done so with the intent of creating a work of art. And this Castello Cube actually does have a world-renowned artist behind it. So it's not just like, whatever, creativity by committee, a few VCs saying like, what can we do for a quick cash grab? No, they actually hired an artist who said, you know what? I'm going to put the finishing touches on this. It might be imperfect. There may be some edges that for me are interesting and that I personally craft. And that sort of describes the Castello Cube. Here it is in Venice, right? It's a very, very magical place for artists, right? The ancient home of the Medici, or ancient place of the Medici, sponsoring so many artists from antiquity. And I think that's kind of what Castello intends to do, is invoke that sense of patrons of the arts, right, from ancient times, moving into modern times with tokenized ownership of artwork. And that is Castello Coin, in my opinion, in a nutshell, right? Being able to bridge the world of ancient artistic patronage into the modern age, right? We can become a modern day Medici family collectively by sponsoring artists in this way. That's what NFTs are all about, and that's what tokens are all about in blockchain. At least when you talk to artists, that's why a lot of them are on board. Yes, they're in it for the tech, but artists are actually in it for the art. And how do you continue to make your art? By being funded. So I think that they're onto something. They may be onto something. They're calling it the art of payment. This is their website at castellocoin.com. All the links, of course, as per usual, can be found in the description of this video. I don't want you to watch this video and say, you know what? Seth told me to go buy this coin. He said I should just ape in. No, I didn't say that. I didn't. But if you need a reminder, none of what I'm telling you in this video is intended as investment advice. I am not telling you that you have to buy this that we're looking at right now. What I am doing is attempting to show you as much about it so that you can learn in this short video, or listen sort of podcast style in this short video, to decide whether or not you want to do your own research. And then I'm prompting you, please go do your own research. Don't even just listen to somebody else on YouTube, right? Obviously, I'm going to give you as much information as you need. I want to be the full resource you need here as a starting point to then go do your own research. So don't stop here. Not a conversation stopper, conversation ender, conversation starter is what it is intended to be. But their website gives a lot of great information. It's, of course, the hub for all the rest of their web properties. Check out their Telegram group if you're very interested and want to get feedback directly from the team. They're very active there, and that's what you should do. They've got information across the page about the token. They do have the Castello forum, and then showing all the press that they've had recently done on the artist, on the work of art itself, that is the basis for the value of their coin. So it does have a bit of commodity backing it. Does give it sort of a floor price that it should not ever dip below in the future. And then, of course, some beautiful derivative art of the piece of art itself, right? Photos of the Castello Cube itself. So they intend for it to be sort of a bridge between the traditional art investment scene and the modern DeFi scene. And I think it's as valid an entry as any others, right? So you've heard me talk about around the blockchain with BitBoy, how I think the idea of fractionalizing art ownership especially ownership from antiquity, is a brilliant thing. And if there were a DAO similar to this, where they begin, or a system similar to this, where they begin with one piece of art and potentially add more pieces of artwork, I'd be interested in that. It's very, very similar to, say, a REIT, right? A real estate investment trust that people will go in on collectively. So there's nothing wrong with having real world backing to your tokens. And I love what they're starting with here. They say their mission is to start a revolution in the cryptocurrency market and combine the world of artistry and blockchain technology. I hope that's genuinely true. I hope that they do achieve their goal there. And I hope that with the Castello Cube and minting the Castello coins, that they get some traction. Let's go over some of the things on their website. I just want to give you a brief overview. I don't want to dwell too long on the website, but I do want to give you a brief overview so that so you get at least a skimmed version of the website. You can go through and do a deeper dive for yourself as you're doing your own research later on. But for right now, the Castello coin value, they view the Castello Cube artwork as a very unique value that lends a floor value, a floor monetary value to the Castello coin mints. And currently, the tokenomics of Castello coin, pull up CoinGecko right now, the total supply is 440 million coins. The circulating supply is unknown because it is being slowly released into circulation, and some of it is on centralized exchanges. So it did have a recent listing, and we're going to talk about that as well. Some of it, though, is available on dexes like Uniswap, and of course aggregators like 1inch and Matcha, because it's available on Uniswap. There's liquidity available on Uniswap using the Uniswap protocol. So it's trading in more than one place, but usually you're going to see the Uniswap v3 contract mentioned there. So you'd have to have a Uniswap v3 aggregator to be able to find it elsewhere. Further, there is something that they say on the website about it using the Polygon protocol. We're going to dive into that as well. But currently, Bittrex has the highest volume, and that may be why it shows the volume as unknown on CoinGecko. Nomics also gives a pretty good breakdown as well, showing slightly higher, fluctuating volume between Bittrex and Uniswap. But Uniswap, it's no slouch. They've got clearly over $100,000 of daily volume right now, with over nearly 40 trades open right now at spot trading prices. So definitely there's a healthy market. There are people who are engaged in trades and liquidity provision of Castello coin right now. Just to make brief mention of that. As of the time of recording, it's not like they're not caging for their first little bit of attention right now. They are already establishing themselves and working towards greater market penetration with their concept, right, of tokenizing the Castello Cube. And it makes sense to me. It just does. They've also got a white paper that the team shared with me, which I really appreciate. It uses a lot more descriptive language, but it has great references, and it goes through the tokenization of digital art with NFTs and why they wanted to go the direction that they wanted to go. Here are the technical details, and this is what I thought was interesting. This is a Castello coin based on ERC20, which, as you expect, when it's a token that's issued on Ethereum, right? Upgradability, it's an upgradable payment token. You need to be aware of that. You definitely need to be aware of that. In fact, on the CoinGecko website, it makes mention of that. It says the following token has a variable tax function on the smart contract to change tax rates post-deployment. Do your own research and be careful if you are trading this token. So is that a red flag? I want you to decide. Okay, I want you to go through the smart contract and decide if that's something that you're comfortable with, right? Like, I'm not going to tell you, it's fine. You don't ever have to worry about that. I think it's probably okay. The team is public. The artist that they're representing is public. The smart contract is audited, and it's in the open. Now, it does have some terms that you'd have to make yourself comfortable with if you wanted to trade it. That's the biggest thing, guys, right? Educate yourself. But I think their core value proposition is sound. So the tokenomics and the way that smart contracts work, I worry a little bit less about the risk of rug pulls when a team approaches it a certain way. And I think right now they're trying to offer a good value proposition to back it. So there's that. Plus, if you have some concerns, you can always stay on a centralized exchange. Not my preference, but you could stay on a centralized exchange like Bittrex to get your exposure to Castello coin that way. If you have concerns about the something within the smart contract that you think could be a problem, the majority of trading is happening on centralized exchanges anyhow. They mentioned that ERC20 token standard. Yeah, predefined rules. It's really, really simple. Guys, anybody who's trying to issue new coins on other systems that are not EVM using the ERC20, 721, 1155, and other standards, I just don't understand. So bravo, Castello Coin team. I think you went the right direction. It's so much easier to just understand what an ERC20 token is going to do after it's minted. So I think they went the right way with that. With the smart contract that said the use of the Polygon protocol allows the Castello coin to achieve climate neutrality and low transaction costs, but it's on currently the Ethereum blockchain. So as of today, you are required to pay Ethereum gas fees. However, let me just pull up something that I thought was interesting. Currently, there is an official Castello coin token ticker symbol on Polygon Scan. Now, it's illiquid at the moment. They minted this, or they bridged this a little over 2 months ago as of the time of recording, but it bodes well. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you, it bodes well because it means that they're serious about having portability from Ethereum to Polygon. This is the official ticker symbol. It is the official token, right, in the official smart contract. But it is currently locked up with one address. It is illiquid. If you were to go to any kind of Polygon-based DEX or aggregator, say like QuickSwap, for example, and put in this smart contract, it would say that there's insufficient liquidity for any kind of trade that you wanted to do, even $1 worth of coins in exchange for Castello coin over on QuickSwap or any Polygon-based DEX or aggregator. But I think it's great that they've already gone there. They've gotten the smart contract approved. The bridge to Polygon is you do have to work with the team in order to have smart contracts and tokens bridged over to Polygon. And they've done that already in advance. So it's not just lip service when they say like, oh yeah, we feel good about using Polygon to be climate neutral, right? And to bring costs down. They are putting their money where their mouth is. It's already there. It's just not active yet. I'm looking forward to that, though, when that does happen. Maybe I'll give you guys an update when I see that take place. But of course, Ethereum is where a lot of investment lives, and it's where a lot of NFT investment and the arts live, right? Art appreciation and art investment live on Ethereum. Why? Because that's where DeFi lives right now. So very practical, very pragmatic decision by the Castello Coin team to go that direction. It's very interesting that they've gone this direction. Let me take a look on their main website, Polygon Bridge. There we go. They even talk about it. They show that where the bridge was done, and there it is. So yeah, so those tokens can be bridged. It's linked on their main website as well. But I did find the main ticker symbol and the main smart contract there on Polygon. So again, not lip service. They are based in Zug, Switzerland. They have a team size of 25. This is stuff that you can see on the main website, guys. I don't want to bore you to death by just reading from the main website, but there's quite a bit of press that's taken place so far. They've shipped the Castello Cube and accompanied the Castello Cube to various landmarks throughout the world. It's a pretty cool thing, right? It's a pretty cool gimmick. And as performance art goes, it's a pretty great thing to see this piece of art staged in various real world areas and then get photos taken of it. This is art. Traditionally, this is what art means. It means that you create something, you present it at galleries, or you place it into a specific environment to be able to showcase it, show it off. Actually, let me see on their image carousel here. Also, they've got one that I think is really kind of cool. There you go. There's a real world up to the knee right there on an average height human man. Pretty cool, or human male. Pretty cool to see that as well. The roadmap is pretty straightforward as well. They had their white paper finished end of last year. They raised capital end of last year. They did a traditional social media boost and push end of last year, and they currently have roadmapped ahead of them different types of engagement and then presale of tokens linked to new artwork, because they want this to become something of a fund, right? Something of a movement in terms of supporting art and artists behind them, as well as providing backing, right? Some sort of substantive backing for the value of a token. It's a cool idea. It's a really, really cool idea, guys. If you've seen my episodes on NFTs and the comic art of my dad, the NFTs of my dad, that I can dig it, right? I'm into this. I think I understand what they're trying to do here. So at least the core principle, I think, is sound. But the roadmap is laid out pretty well, plus contact info there, and then links to their socials. It's very clear that their Twitter is very active. That's where they've been showing off some of these showcases, such as the Castello Cube going to Venice and New York and other places throughout the world. But I'm sure also that you will benefit from going to their Telegram group. I want you to go check out the Telegram group. Be active, ask questions, find out more. And then, of course, their GitHub is an open book, as is their smart contract and their audit. So you can definitely take a look at all of that and decide for yourself if you think this is something that you're interested in. Let me know that on the comment section, though, guys. Let me wrap this up and ask you, what do you think of Castello Coin and the Castello Cube? What do you think of the prospect and possibility of additional works of art accompanying the Castello Cube to back the value of Castello Coin into the future with possibly even additional ticker symbols for each one of the works of art that this group supports? I think it's an interesting idea. It's somewhat new, and I think they're going about it the right way. I think they raised capital. They found a really solid artist. They went for a social media push and a marketing push. I think they're doing things the right way because some of the traditional systems are in place for a reason. But I think they're departing from the traditional paths by having tokenization at just the right time. Even though, the rest of the market is kind of dipping, I still think this is the right time for artists to go this direction. When we do build back our economies, we will build back better, right? Like, we get to do that because we're tokenizing, we're using the newest and the best of tools to be able to help make things fair and transparent. But you tell me what you think down in the comment section, guys, after you've done your research. I want to see your questions. I want to hear your feedback. Let me know, Seth. I think this is a good project, or hey, Seth, this was a mistake for you to cover this. Whatever your opinion is, though, let me know. You guys are out of control, and I'm here for it. Thanks for watching to the end, guys. Thanks for being supportive. Clicking that like button, being subscribed if you're not already, and sharing this video with somebody who's either an art appreciator or looking for some kind of tokenized art project they can get exposure to. You're the reason I make this media, guys. I love your face. Remember to stay private and mind your biz. Thanks for watching all the way to the end of the video. Remember to check out mineyour.biz, where you can sign up for Mine Your Biz Insiders, our occasional newsletter where we don't spam you, but we do send out occasional important information, including flash sales and important deals on privacy-preserving technology. This is one of the ways that we can talk to you without censorship and without the oversight of third-party media platforms. You can also check out the new Mine Your Biz phone, as well as merch, or sign up to become an affiliate for anything sold directly on the mineyour.biz website. You can earn a percentage of anything that we sell. Thanks for watching all the way to the end of the video. You're the reason I make this media. I love your face. Remember to stay private and mind your biz.